What's up, people? How's everybody doing tonight? What? What's going on, people? We're gonna start the show real quick. Hold on one second. Let me turn this shit down. My bad. I don't know what I put there. Oh, here it is. Got him. Got him. What's going on, people? I'm trying to try some new things on this StreamYard. Trying to get my money's worth. Trying to get this money's worth. Yes, indeed. Hold on one second. Let's see something. Let me see if I'm sharing it on Facebook as well. Yep. Let's see. I'm doing something. Okay, cool. What's up, people? Glad you came. We're going to get it in. I'm going to have to keep on going in that one. Let me see. This laptop probably acting strange a little bit. I don't know why. I just updated it. We're going to get this show on the road. But let me check this shit out. Hold on. See if you guys hear me correctly. If you're watching right now, put something on the comments real quick. If you're on Facebook, I'm probably not going to see it until I go back on Facebook. But if you're on Facebook, on YouTube, put it in. Managing, moderating can support your channel in even with. Okay. Oh, okay. I guess you guys can hear me well enough. What's up, people? What's going on? How's everybody doing this evening? It's going to be Sunday already. Oh my God, time be flying. I might have to take a day off because I'm already working on the weekend. I'm probably going to have to take this day off. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, if you're new to this channel, please share it. It's going to be a nice little live, break a couple of things down. I want to talk about a couple of stories, not just this Amber Rose thing, but we're going to get it in. And if you want to join the discussion when it get heated, when it get hot, you could do so as well. Let me share this real quick. Hold on. Share it, please. Here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna let you in, but we're gonna let me get it through the whole situation before I do let you guys in. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, have you guys been hearing? Wait, hold on a second. Yeah, have you guys been hearing? Does your fit cause? Hearing about this situation, a couple of things that's going on. Um, I was looking at the Nia Long thing um, a few minutes ago, and how she's telling people how she used to date older men when she was in high school. She was dating a 30-year-old man when she was in high school. Uh, and I wanted to see. It's kind of mind blowing because you ask yourself, why was she? Why is she telling that? Like, what's the you know what make her want to tell people that when she was in high school she was dating a 30-year-old? But you got to be an idiot not to understand, you know, the the reason why she's doing this. You know, this is a victim world that we living in. So we've been saying this shit for the last 3-4 years now. So I want to share this with you guys real quick so you can see what I'm talking about, and we're gonna go over it together. Hold on 1 second. Like and subscribe. Yo, share the video. I want people to look at this, what have you. Let me see, because I probably have a lot of people, a good amount of people on Facebook too. I just can't see you guys' comments because I'm right on YouTube watching. Okay, no, I don't see anything. It's gonna be, it's gonna be a long one. Not a long one, but it's gonna be a serious one. We're gonna get to talk about things, what's going on. But let's share this. This video of Nia Long. It's supposedly a old, and that's another thing. It's an old interview, not that old, couple years old interview where she talking about how she was a teenager, in high school dating a 30-year-old. And I can believe that. Especially going to high school in the 90s, and I'm pretty sure my mother's generation, and Nia Long is like more my mother's age. My mother had me really young, so she about my mother's age. I ain't trying to cap on it. She probably a few years younger than my mother. But anyway, I'm pretty sure all of them was doing that. But the Shade Room and other Marxist, Marxist sites like the Shade Room, very feminist, woman worshiping sites like Shade Room. They got to put this in the air. So let's go look at this real quick and see what she's talking about.
When I was in high school. I know my mother was crazy, but you know what? I would never.
You probably would have to look at, hold on a second, guys. How do you make this thing bigger?
Ever let I mean that in a good way. Like, she was an artist. She was like, well, if that's who you love, baby. And he was so good to me and kind and like, you right? And he did it the right way. Like, I wasn't the girl that ever went to prom. Like, my boyfriend was 30 when I was in high school. I know my mother was crazy, but you know what? I would never ever let I mean that in a good way. Like, she was an artist. She was like, well, if that's who you love, baby. And he was so good to me and kind and like.
It's so crazy how they try to coddle their mothers and, especially these mainstream Hollywood stars, black stars at that. They try to coddle what their mother did and everything, and trying to make the audience feel as though that was normal. She was just a artist, She didn't, she's not crazy. I'm talking about crazy in the good way. No matter how much of therapy they go, 20, 30 years of therapy, drinking wine, having sex with random men until they're like in their 40s and 50s. It's always something, always trying to coddle, the black mama, the black mom. Always, it's crazy to me. Is it
He
another one?
went to
Go ahead.
her. He was from
Listen.
Oman. He went to her and he said, "I love your daughter and I want to date your daughter." And he asked permission. Look at your face. You're like, that ain't happening with my baby. But you know what he taught me? Because he owned a hair salon. He taught me how to do my own hair and makeup.
Really?
So I got that.
Was he an
He went to her.
LGBTQ member? Like what the hell? Now listen to what she said again.
He was from Oman. He went to her and he said, "I love your daughter and I want to date your daughter." And he asked permission. Look at your face. You're like, that ain't happening with my baby. But you know what he taught me? Because he owned a hair salon. He taught me how to do my own hair and makeup.
Really?
So
I got that.
Dating an LGBTQ member.
He
I don't. These women are freaking weird today. People like she said, somebody in the audience looking at her crazy. More than likely, their mothers did the same thing to them, especially if you in her age range. If you're from the generation X or you're from baby boomer generation, you definitely was dating an older man as a woman because it was way more acceptable. It's extremely acceptable. Most of the world you go to, it's extremely acceptable for an older man to go to a mom, or a dad, in other countries, and especially as this guy supposedly did. I'm pretty sure she's trying to sugarcoat it. He ain't do nothing like that. He probably was just, hitting her up, banging her out, whatever. More than likely. But let's just go with what she said. I mean, she said he was from another country, so maybe he did do something like that. But case in point of what I'm trying to say, most of these women, they did, they've been in relationships. These women that's dating these, you know, like, these women that got their daughters coming up now, their daughters from the age of 17 to 30. So 17 to 25, trying to front on their daughter. I ain't never. It's bull crap because every man I know that went to high school, they know the popular girls, even the somewhat popular girls, was always with older men. No matter if it was a white school or a black school, because I went to both, or mixed school because I went to either or. You know what I'm saying? So, people be fronting all this wokety woke, Me Too movement bullshit. But we know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I just thought that was interesting. And again, she did this video. This is a couple years ago. So what made Shade Room bring it out? That's up to you guys. You know what? I'm gonna read the comments real quick because the comments be really interesting every so often. So the Shade Room said this resurfaced clip from 6 years ago revealed that she once dated a 30-year-old man. Revealed. You searched it, Shade Room. You searched it. Again, somebody, what is it? Big family. They're saying a 30-year-old man shouldn't even try to F with a girl in high school. Oh boy. You really should ask. You should live in reality because most of the world, this is what's going on. It was going on in America not too long ago either, too, as well. But whatever. Let's be wokety woke. Black is beautiful. Yes, no. 30-year-old coming to me saying he loves my daughter in high school. I'm calling 911. I bet you would because you probably jealous of her. Anyway, African Prince. In the criminal justice system, sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. Oh, shit, that's funny. They repeating the bullshit from Law and Order. Okay, James Minnie, whatever, moaning, love me some Mia, but you're a victim. How the fuck is she a victim? I guarantee this woman that's saying this, she probably been with probably 98% of the men she been with was 10, 15, 20 years older than her. These people were insane. Okay, blue face in my Hermes. Oh no, these people retarded. That man needs to explain what he saw in common with a 17-year-old girl as a 30-year-old man. This woman, she got blue hair and everything. That's what her little feet look like, blue hair, as you can see. Probably nobody take her serious. I don't know no real man that take a woman that wear blue hair serious. Let's keep it going. Beyonce was 18 and Jay-Z was 30. Yep, let's be real. Yes, indeed, Miss Emeka. Yes, indeed. I think she's probably a little older than that, but yep. Okay. Wait until people find out when they great grandfather was doing to be able to have their grandmothers mothers with 15 children by the age of 28. Yeah, just like I said, America used to be just like this not too long ago, but now we're in the woke situation, and people people acting like this never happened in this country, or a good 85% of this country don't 85% of this planet don't of older men don't date younger very young women. You know what I'm saying? But again, we live in a very misandry country in America. So this is the way shit goes. Okay. Who the F found an interview from 6 years ago? Blueface girl said something again with the blue hair. Hey, they did this on purpose. It's obvious. It's obvious that they did this on purpose. But okay, let's get it going. Let's get it going. Yeah, man. I want to before I bring up the next story that I'm about to get into. Um, share the video. Share the video, please, guys. Share the video. Oh man, yeah. I just want to say, man, I just been working hard. My LLC, my dream, my travel team. I'm trying to get that going. Get all this stuff going in the case of me establishing my business and doing things for my community to benefit them. This is not really benefiting me. I want to be in a situation this time next year or within 6 months that I don't really have to really work for people. I want to have a nonprofit situation going because again, like it's getting scary with a lot of this, stuff is going on, this woke stuff, especially working at a school and how you see these young people, it's a really small chance that they are going to survive the real world, and it's because of the so-called adults that's around them, not just their parents. And it's a shame that this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But hey, this is the world we live in. This is definitely the world we live in. Yeah, so I want to talk about something. Mr. Idris Alba. Hold on one second. Let me slow this down real quick. Let me mute this. Hold.
Yo, you know it's real when he threw out his sign right now.
I know. This is, I'm a Sagittarius too. You shit me?
I just feel like men just should never say that.
No, I understand. Like I'm,
Yeah.
but.
Like hoes?
Do you talk about niggas in a derogatory way?
Niggas ain't shit.
Hold on. I
mean, it's like
voracious.
like majority.
It's like,
if I say
Yo,
all
your teeth
athletes,
are like really like.
I paid a lot of money for these.
I know. Yo, that shit look good as shit. I'm over here trying to engage in some shit. I'm gonna keep looking like that.
All I'm saying is, when we talk about,
you guys.
hold on. This is
I tell you to shut the fuck up.
so. I love
Amber. I love Amber.
When we talk about stereotypes,
absolutely,
right? We talk about majority. We're not talking about every single person in that stereotype, correct?
Yeah, absolutely not.
Right. So when men call women hoes,
I agree with you. Just so you know.
So okay, but if a white man calls himself the N-word, does it hurt as bad as a white man calling a black man the N-word?
I don't even
pain. There's not pain behind it.
If the white man call himself the N-word.
Yeah. Like if it was white boy the N-word.
Yeah.
What pain is behind that? There's no pain behind that. He's like, okay, right? But if a white man calls a black person the N-word, right? There's pain
Is the
behind
ER?
ER. Yeah, the ER.
You know the ER is a big,
Right.
big
So,
deal.
he went
hold
hard
on,
ER in
hold on.
that?
Yeah, hard
But what
ER.
I'm saying is that when a man calls a woman a hoe, it's very derogatory as like.
Is it never endearment though? Is it never a term of endearment?
No, because if you call yourself a hoe, right, you're the shit. You get a lot of women. If we're called a hoe, right?
But you're saying there's no scenario where a man could call a woman a hoe and it's a term of endearment?
No.
No scenario at all.
Not directly.
Like, baby,
right?
you such a
No, I'm just saying in a
When you
conversation with someone
fucking,
you know.
definitely.
Yeah, like we have
Like
When
if
I'm
you know
fucking
the
my
girl
bitch,
and you're talking
fucking
shit.
hoe,
No?
suck this dick like a fucking hoe.
Oh my god.
You my fucking slut.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
real
whoa,
shit.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
That's
whoa,
it.
whoa, whoa.
History. So you can call me a hoe without knowing my sexual history at all. So it's just a derogatory label thrown at women to make us feel uncomfortable with who we are and our sexuality. So I just feel like men should like completely refrain from that. Like white people should refrain from the N-word 100%. If you love us as women, you should just completely just not say those derogatory labels. At all.
Can I say something?
Sure.
I feel like men can be hoes.
But it's not
white
the
people could never
same.
be niggas.
Exactly. Exactly is what I'm telling you.
So you're right. So
You
then
just,
you're
but
right.
you just proved my point. Is what I'm saying,
Exactly.
right? Right. White people can never be niggas, right? But men can be hoes. But it doesn't have the same derogatory feeling when you say it to a man versus a woman. We have to bear that. We have to feel that.
I think that's all in them though, pardon me. I think that's all within you, though. I think how, like, because, all right, say we just throw away hoe, right? Then a nigga start just calling
Moving on in the opposite side of the exact same token of what is celebrated as feminism, like girls going on the internet and getting naked and selling their bodies, somehow we're supposed to believe that's the real stuff. We're so free because we put our breasts on the internet, right? Which brings me, of course, always to Emily Ratajkowski. I've said this before, I'll say it again. I feel like I have slept with her. I've seen her naked so many times on the internet. And so she has this podcast. We've brought it up before in the past, and she brings on a lot of women who basically, in my opinion, talk about how they channel their anger for men through their sons. Emily, on one episode of her podcast, spoke about how she basically forces her son to play with girl toys and pink toys. And she's like, oh my gosh, no, he naturally likes trucks. And I'm like, don't do that. That's so wrong. And I find that to be very strange. Well, she is now speaking to Amber Rose on her podcast. And you're not even going to believe what Amber Rose has to say about her son. Take a listen.
How are you going to raise your sons to be different?
My sons are feminists already. Sebastian is a feminist.
Tell me what that means.
It just means equality. He gets it. We were in the car and his friend was like, Miss Amber, ask us what we like in girls, what we like about girls. And I was like, okay, do you like blonde hair? Do you like dark hair? And Noah was like, well, I just don't want my girlfriend being on OnlyFans. And Sebastian was like, bro, you can't say that. You have to let.
Built the life that you've built for him.
Yeah, totally.
Which is impressive. You're a hustler. You figured it out.
And ultimately, in the grand scheme of things, it's when my son is 20, 30 years old, he's not going to be like, Mom, I hate you because you were a stripper before I was born.
Somebody asked me that the other day, how are you going to feel there's so many naked pictures of you, how are you going to explain that to your son? And I was like, bodies are not women's bodies don't always need to be sexual. Sometimes they can. I want him to feel women's bodies are just bodies, you know? And then also, yeah, there's an element where the world where we live in, that's a way that mommy learned to succeed.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have sex.
You don't have sex?
No, I hate sex.
Why do you hate sex?
It's I'm just so it's so accessible and I don't want a penis attached to like a person.
You're like, I could do without that.
Yeah, I just don't want to deal with any toxicity, and mostly, yeah.
Yeah.
Women too, though, but
For sure, of course. But
men,
Yeah.
yeah. No woman feels like they can come out and say, hey, I've been abused. I've been emotionally abused. I've been psychologically abused, maybe even physically abused. Look what they did to Meg Thee Stallion.
ugh,
You can't even tell your story. You know, you're a clout chaser. You just want attention. Or I know you've been through that.
oh my God, all the time.
It's like, why now? Why are you saying it now? And it's like, I'm saying it now because I feel like I'm strong enough to say it now. You know,
It's always, the blame always falls to women.
it's terrible.
All of that. It's not just me that is loving Aloe Moves. It was voted Best Wellness App of 2022 by InStyle Magazine and Best Yoga App of 2023 by Women's Health. For a limited time, Aloe Moves is offering my listeners a free 30-day trial plus 50% off an annual membership. That's half your sons to like be different.
My sons are feminists already. Sebastian is a feminist.
Tell me what that means.
It just means equality. He gets it. You know, we were in the car and his friend was like, Miss Amber, ask us like what we like in girls, like what we like about girls. And I was like, okay, do you like blonde hair? Do you like dark hair? You know, and Noah was like, well, I just don't want my girlfriend being on OnlyFans. And Sebastian was like, bro, you can't say that. Like, you have to let a woman do what she wants with her body. Like, that's not cool. Like, you can't do that.
Were you so proud?
And I like, it was like a tear like came down my cheek.
That's so beautiful.
And I'm like, that's my fucking baby. Like,
damn.
I instilled that in him. Like,
I was gonna say, how did you do that?
From
I'm
birth.
asking. I need to take notes.
I would say, don't be scared. These kids, if they don't learn from you, they're going to learn from TikTok and Instagram. My son, anytime, I mean, I know this is going to sound crazy, but anytime I used the bathroom and my son was 2, 3 years old, he'd be like, "Mommy, do you need a tampon? Do you need a pad, Mommy? I'll go in the drawer and get it for you." I told him about everything.
You're just like open about your body and your, yeah.
Have to.
Yeah.
You have to, because you're famous. Your son, by the time he's 5, is going to start Googling you and seeing everything. And if you don't have those conversations, like, but when Sebastian said that, he was like, because he said that somebody told him, your mom is on OnlyFans. And I was, like, during the pandemic. I mean, I had to work, you know?
Of course. There's no shame in that.
Yeah. And I had a whole conversation. With him about it, you know? I have a whole
Well,
conversation.
how did you talk to him about it? Just like, this is a way that mommy can make money, and like my body is like can be sexual, and like that's a good thing. Like, what did you say?
Yeah, I also said that whoever told him that, their parents are ignorant, because obviously he got it from his parents, because it's a fucking kid we're talking about,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
And yeah, and I just explained everything to him, like, when it comes to women, you have to let women do what they need to do to support their families. You want to go to a nice school, Six Flags, Universal, travel, you know, mommy has to make money. And he knows that I was a stripper years ago. It's just, I feel like I desensitized, instead of like him finding out when he's 20, you know, like,
Well,
what?
also there's
You were a
nothing
stripper?
wrong with that.
Yeah.
Mommy being a stripper, mommy being on OnlyFans, like that's how mommy's learned to make work and built the life that you've built for him.
Yeah, totally.
Which is impressive. You're a hustler. You like figured it out.
And ultimately, in the grand scheme of things, it's like, when my son is 20, 30 years old, he's not going to be like, "Mom, I hate you because you were a stripper before I was born." Like, it's just the dumbest shit. And I don't understand how people think it's a big deal.
Somebody asked me that the other day, like, how are you going to feel like there's so many naked pictures of you? Like, how are you going to explain that to your son? And I was like, I mean, bodies are like not like women's bodies don't always need to be sexual. Sometimes they can. Like, I want him to feel like women's bodies are just bodies, you know? And then also, yeah, there's an element where like the world where we live in, like that's a way that mommy learned to succeed.
Yeah, exactly.
Period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then there's a whole other conversation of classism.
Oh my God.
You know, it's like women win Oscars for sex scenes, but if you twerk on Instagram and go and, you know, make $20,000 for an appearance because people like you or like the way you look or like your personality, you know, it's classism. It's like, this is amazing. She got an Oscar for this, but you're disgusting and you're a whore, because it's not on the same caliber. It's all
when you start to realize that this is a detriment to what's going on, you will understand how important it is for you to make actual logical decisions on who you make babies with. Yeah, and this is what it is. And if you don't understand that, then this shit going to keep on going. Instead of not making babies with these women like Amber Rose and hundreds of millions, hundreds of thousands of women in this society, you will be a male that's going to have to indulge in it. Going to have to, be the sore boy that's going to, have to do things that you need to do to make that person happy, because she will destroy you and the baby, especially if she have some vitriol to you. She don't care what happened to your legacy. It's all about them. It's not all about that child that she want to indoctrinate to be an idiot, basically. And this is what it is. So when you guys start to realize this, when you guys start to understand this is some serious shit, then you will be out that matrix. You will be completely out the matrix. You know what I mean? But anyway, man, this is the end of the live, man. This is the end of the live. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I want to say thank you to the couple of you that was in. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Share this video. And we're going to come back again, man. I'm going to make this the opportunity to keep on, bringing videos in place, doing lives. At least I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. I do 2, 3, 4, 5 different things. I'm gonna get there with and I'm raising a family. All right, but we're gonna do it because YouTube, my platform, I should say, is dear to my heart because I want to bring this knowledge to people. I want people to come on my platform and I bring the knowledge and they bring the knowledge to me also. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep it going, man. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for hollering at me for the last almost hour and a half. And I hope you enjoyed this. It's going to be a lot more videos, a lot more shit that I'm going to be coming up with, lives and everything else. Hopefully I have some people to come on my live as well. But anyway, like and subscribe to Unapologetic Manhood, Kasim Lamar, Dream Big Podcast. Peace.